So now we will come to the dashboard. How to create a dashboard. I hope till now you guys are already aware of little bit how to create a dashboard, but we'll see a proper one. Let's say, so you will get a requirement when the requirement document, how it is. Let's say to create a dashboard, your client will tell you how they want to view the dashboard, or even in the interview. So what will happen is, let's say, first thing is, this is a simple dashboard example I'm showing you. So now this is how a requirement can come to you. Okay. So this will be your dashboard. What client will say that I want a dashboard title over here. I want the view 1, whatever view they will mention you, view 2, then view 4, and view 5. View means your chart type. Okay. And here you can update your filters. Whatever you have filters, legends, or anything you have it, you can update it over here. Okay, it can be on the top. Sorry, you can put it on the top. It will be better. Understood? So this is how your dashboard should look like, and it should have a, let's say, it will be like here. You should have a logo. And your dashboard name, let's say I'll type sales dashboard, or let's say, yeah, I can say for example, I'll say Tableau dashboard. And over here, what I want is, I want data update time. When was the data last updated? Okay. So you can mention over here data update time like this. So it can be, let's maximize it. So like this, okay. Data update time, and at the, or you can say data last refreshed. And you can mention the time over here, date and time. So understood the requirement, guys? So this is how your dashboard should look like. This is the outline of your dashboard. Your client will say how they want to view the dashboard. So let's make a dashboard now on the basis of this. Or even what I want is one more thing. Let's say I'll show you while creating the dashboard. What else you can add it. So now this is my blank dashboard. Okay. So let me see if I have. Okay, I already had it. So this is how they want the dashboard, right? So let's follow this one. First is subcategory wise sales, profit versus sales, city wise sales, and last 13 months profit. Okay. So we will create that value. So I think we already have it, but then also we will create it if you let me add so that let's say dashboard. I'm just writing this so that to understand. And this, let's say I'll say as index, all in one dashboard. So this is one of the proper dashboard. I can use this dashboard, right? Because I have it customer sales subcategory wise profit. Let's say I have the value, right? All these things, you know how to adjust these, right? Containers and all. So, but however, I'll explain you. So these are your containers, right? First thing what they want is, I want 4 different views. So I'll add a container over here. I'll divide this into 4 parts like this. Right now there are 4 screens, right? Agree, guys?
Right,
I'll
sir.
show you with the color. Let me border it. It will be visible. Yeah. So like this. Okay. Okay. So now I have these 4 different brackets. Now I'll add, as I said, we need to add a title, right? So I'll add a horizontal field over here. We have simple option also. I can click on this show dashboard title and a title will appear. But I want to add multiple things also. That's why I'm using it manually. So let's say I add it over here. Now I need to add an image also, right? So I'll add one more box over here like this. Then I need to add one data refresh time also. So I'll add one more box over here like this. Now I'll adjust the space. So let me make this border also for this and for this as well. This is not compulsory to update the order, but just to highlight the boxes, I'm showing it for you. Okay. So now this is where I'll add the title. This is one. Now one more thing is filters, right? I need to add a container for the filters also. So let me add like this. So I can add a container like this for filters on the left hand side. Yeah, now this is how I can use this. So now what I'll do is simply I'll use 4 different views, right? So shall I use this one? So because to how to create a view we have already covered, right? Let's unhide this also. I'll use from these sheets also. So let me, what I can do is to enhance it. Where is my dashboard? Okay, this is the one. So final dashboard. Now let me take this to this area. Let me, will bring all the dashboard all together. Clean dashboard. Just I'm mentioning any name, but you have to mention it properly. Just to understand just for me. Now what I'll do is, let me hide all the sheets from it so that at least I will know that which dashboard has what. I'll delete the unwanted fields. Okay, it is also there. I will use this one. Hide, hide, delete, and we'll keep it. Okay, so now let's say we have all these dashboards, okay, and I'll put it at the end. Now, first thing, where is my final dashboard? I'll make it, bring it here. Then I'll use my first view bubble chart like this. I can add this in the legends over here. Now I'll make it in the entire view like that. Now second chart, which one is the one? Let's take from here. Let's take this one, category. Unhide this one. Format the lines. Remove it. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm doing. Okay, so now this is also ready. Let's put the 0 line, no problem. Now I'll go to my final dashboard. Okay, I did not, okay, did I hide it? Yes. So now I can use this. Now you see, if I unhide it, I can see the arrow chart also over here. I'll use it like this. Okay. Now let's say second thing and next what do I want to use is it's a donut chart also I'll use. And fourth view I'll add donut chart. What next is any other interesting view? Okay, that's it. So I'll take some view from here. Let's say tree map. I'll take this tree map. And I'll use the tree map over here. You can use it like this. Can you see? The chart type is, let's say if I select bar, if I select pi, it will not work, right? So I'll keep it over here. I'll remove this parameter, I don't want it. So we can add filters over here, whatever filters we want. Now, one thing is what I wanted to add over here is, let's add this in our view format so that it will look good. I'll use the, where is it gone? Chart. Let's say I'll add it like this, and I'll add it over on the top. I'll hide the title and I'll have all the values over here like this. Now your dashboard is almost ready. Now what you want is, you want to add few. What else we can add? Let's say now, as we discussed, we wanted to add a last update time, right? So let's hide all the dashboards, hide all the sheets, and I'll create one new sheet. Now I want to add a data update time. So what I'll do, I'll simply use create a calculated field. I'll name it as blank, and I'll say blank like this. Okay, what is happening? Okay, blank is already there. So this is what there it will be. So let's see where the blank calculation is. Yeah, over here I have created the blank. I'll simply use this blank and I'll click on OK. Now if you drag it over here, now what will happen is, in the title I will add it the data update time and I'll click on OK. But if I remove this blank, I will not see anything. Why? Because I have not used any data. So that's why I want to use data, but I should not, and also I want that it should not have any value. That's why I'm using this blank. This is just a formality. My motive is to bring this number over here. So now I'll edit the text and I'll say over here, data last refreshed. I'll make it small, 9, and I'll click on OK. Okay, let me give us colon also over here. I'll make this bold and make it black. And I'll make it 8. And I'll click on OK. Now I'll use the same sheet in my over here. Now you have to make it fit entire view. Now can you see it is fitted into the box. So now you will have data update time, data last refresh. Now let's say I'll make it also 8. Apply. Okay. So now you'll have it in. Now I want to add a title. So if you want to add a title, you have to take this text and drop it over here. Okay. So I'll say, what is the name we have mentioned over here in the requirement document? Tableau dashboard, right? Tableau dashboard. Let's give a increase the size, make it bold, make it black. Okay, and click on OK. You can also remove this and you can line it. Let's say I want to give a border. Okay, this is the problem. I'll bring it in the center and click on OK. So this is the dashboard name. Now we want to add an icon, right? Image of our company. So what I'll do, you can see this image over here. I'll simply drag this and put it inside this container. That's it. So you will get this option. So you can select the image. So we have already downloaded it and we had kept it under our shapes, right? So I'll select this Tableau and let's say make it fit with center image and click on apply and OK. Your image is updated over here. You can also, if you want, you can add a border to it. Remove the padding because can you see it's showing inside there is a line. So we'll remove the padding as we'll make it 0. So this is how your dashboard will look like. Is it clear, guys? Anyone? Everyone? The shape chart. It's a shape chart. So let's say what I want is I want to add I'll say category over here. First thing is I'll select a shape chart from here. Selection. Okay. The moment you select the shapes, you will see this option. Drag the shapes over here, put it inside this, then you will have 3 different shapes, right? You need to just make it full screen like this, and you can see over here. Now what I want is I need to add into rows or columns. So if you want it horizontally, whatever way, I'll use it. Now can you see? You can change the shape anytime. Let's say this is the shapes, right? You just do a double click and you can select this one and select the shape from here. Let's say for example, in this I select this as Power BI and this one as Salesforce and this one as Tableau and I'll click on OK. Now everything will change. Understood? Is the simplest chart. You have to just select the shapes over here and assign the dimension on what basis you want to assign the shapes. And after that, you can add the shapes. If you want to add the labels, just simply use sales over here and the labels as usual. You have to change the alignment to make it below, in the center. Simple. Yeah, makes sense. Is it clear? So now in this one, what you can do is you can also add a navigation button. So navigation button means what? If you, for example, this is my dashboard, right? From this dashboard, I want to go to some other dashboard. Instead of going one by one searching, so I can use a navigation button. Let's say I'll put a navigation button over here like this, or I'll switch this. I'll add so now let's say here and at the end I'll add a navigation button. So you just do a double click. By clicking on this, where do you want to go? If I click on this icon, where do you want to go? So I'll say that I want to go to this, or let's say butterfly chart. Okay. And do you want to add an image? Let's say I'll add an image. I'll select, let's say I'll go to shapes. Let's see if there is any shape or not. No, not this one. Not this. Not KPI. Earlier I had downloaded, but I don't remember where I have downloaded. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll use the arrow one, simple. So let's say I will say if you want to go to this, I'll use this one. It's going forward. Okay. Can click on OK and apply like that. So now what will happen is if you click on this, you will go to this dashboard by clicking on the icon, right? I clicked on this and I move to this dashboard. Same thing what I'll do, I'll add a one button over here, also navigation button. I'll drag this navigation and I'll put it over here. So what you need to do is you need to drag this navigation and drop it over here. Okay. Wherever you want to apply the navigation button, you need to apply it over there. Now just make it adjust the size of this navigation button. So I'll adjust it like this. Understood what I did? I dragged the navigation button, this navigation over here, and drop it in this container. Now you can click on edit button and you can say where it will ask you these questions. So just answer first question, where do you want to go? If somebody clicks on this icon, where do you want him to go? So I'll say that go to all in one dashboard. If you want to keep it as text, you can keep it as text, then it will show as navigation. But if you want to add any image, you'll select image, click on choose, and let's say I want to go back, right? Back to that image. So I'll select this one back and click on OK. Make it okay and click on OK and it will be done. Now, when I'll click on this one, I'll go to the all-in-one dashboard, right? And this is my final dashboard, right? Now, let's say I want to change the location. I don't want to go to this. I want to go to the final dashboard. I'll click on OK. Now, when I'll click on this, I'll go to this dashboard. See over here. When I'll click on this, I'll go to the final dashboard. But if I click on this, I'll go to the butterfly dashboard. This is how you can use a navigation button from one dashboard to another. Understood, everyone? Okay, so now let's say if I want, I can add this as a filter and I can use this and everything will change according to my selection. Can you see? All these values are updated according to my selection. You uncheck it and everything will be as it is. Let's reduce the size a little bit. Now, what else you can add in a dashboard? Let's say you can also add, there are multiple options over here. Vertical container text. If you want to add extension, these are third-party add-ins. Ask data. For this, you need to log into server. If you use this, you'll see an error. Ask data requires to connect to server. Okay. Now, next is for data story as well. You need to connect to server. So these options are available on server. Actually, basically, what is this function is you can search all your data. So you just type that sales for this month. You will get the required output without even creating the views. You will get the answer. Okay, it's just like that. Image. If you want to add any image, you can simply select this and you can add an image. I hope we have already seen this for the logo, right? Everyone. Blank workflow, not very useful. Web page, yeah, web page is also not very useful, but yes, it can be used. It can be used. We cannot ignore this. What is this actually? You can create a web page over here. Let's say google.co.in. I type and I'll say what happened. What did I type? Did I mistaken something? Edit URL. Okay. Instead of dot, I said. Now you can see. Let me see. A Google page has been created. Now, whatever you search over here, let's say I type Tableau. See, all information you will get over here. It's like a, let me close all these so that you will be able to see. It's like a Google page. So same way you can use your company data. Let's say you want, when you will use this, let's say your manager says that, okay, with the dashboard, I want to give a link to the user that if he clicks on that particular link, he should go to the specific URL. So you can use this. Or for if you want him to go to some URL, then there is one more option over here. Just give me 1 second. So what you can do is, let's say if I'll add one icon over here, one more image, or I'll say to this only. Let's say I'll go to this dashboard and I'll go to actions. We have seen these parameter change parameter sheet and also, but I want to go URL. So what I want is, I want user, if he selects this one is chart, right? So I'll uncheck all and I'll only select the chart. Okay, and now I'll mention over here, let's say Tableau. Okay, no, let me search the icon over here. Tableau public. Okay, so let's say I want user to go to this view. For example, let's say not here, this one. Okay, so I'll copy this URL and I'll go to this and I'll paste it over here and I'll click on OK. Click on OK. Now what will happen is when I click on this, it will change, and also you can get a hyperlink over here. Just click on this and you will go to this Tableau public profile. Okay. Understood, everyone? So this is how you can add a URL as well. or even if you don't want to add in this, you want to give a special this thing, icon or image, you can use that. You can create a page and you can add an icon over here. And also one over here is this web page. As I said, you can also add a web page over here. So you can add anything. Let's say if you have any parameter or something, you can use a parameter also in this. Okay, all clear? Okay.